Bitcoin is breaking down right now out of this potential bull flag. So now the question is, will we jump back in and Bitcoin will break out here to the upside, or is this the first sign of a weakness and we will see further downside here for Bitcoin? That's what we're going to talk about today. So definitely make sure that you smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so that you will never miss out on these important updates. And let's directly get into it. So first of all, we go here quick to the daily chart. So I have talked multiple times about this already, that we have here this rising wedge that the Bitcoin price has broken down to the downside, and now we see here some sideways action based on the daily chart, with resistance sitting at $17,200 approximately, and a potential target for this rising wedge all the way down at $15,550. So from what I see, I still believe that we're gonna hit this target sooner or later, but we could see in the meantime a fake out to the upside, because the stochastic RSI is oversold and now pointing it to the upside. So that means the momentum is shifting here a little bit back to the upside. So and we could see a touch of $17,200. We were yesterday already close at around $17,000, but could not manage to get here into higher levels. So but a retest could be quite likely, and then another move here to the downside over the next coming days. So I also want to go quick here into the 4-hourly chart, because there are some interesting things developing. So we see here that the Bitcoin price is still trapped on the 4-hourly time frame in this resistance area. So we saw here multiple attempts now in the last 48 hours where Bitcoin tried to break out of it and could not manage to do so, and we are still trapped in it. And I see here in the immediate short term that we could see a failure of staying in here and go back into the range here between support and resistance, and see some more sideways action. So the underlying support, as you can see, is here in the range of 16,450 all the way down to 16,260, so $200 range. So we have seen multiple times here dips into that support, and it was always acting as support. So here, of course, not that we were for around 1.5 days out of it. Here also for a day out of it, but then came back in, and we saw recently just a retest of that and also bounced here then back to the upside. But I don't like the shape that we see here in that section, so because it looks like it wants to round over. So and every time when we see this, I have mentioned that on another video a couple days ago, every time when we see a rounding shape like this forming along lower highs, we most of the time see then also further downwards price action in the immediate short term. So also when we go here to the VPVR, we see that we are sitting right now exactly at the point of control of this area at $16,820, slightly above that. So but we have here also resistance coming in at 16,980 from 16,910, and then still also here at $17,000 to $17,050. So and as long as we cannot break that, we will not see major upside for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. So if we break here under the point of control again on the VPVR, then the first level to look at to bounce off would be $16,600. So if you want to scalp this, when we break the point of control, let's say all the way down here, so 1.7%. With 20x leverage, it would be 35%. That's for a quick scalp, not all too bad. And the point of control would be also my entry target if I would be shorting this here to the downside. Of course, if we break here above $16,980, $17,000, that could be a potential entry for a long position, all the way up to $17,400, $500 ish. So but like I said, right now things are not looking good. I expect here also on the lower time frames more downside and some bouncing and chopping in between support and resistance. So when we go then back here to the 1 hourly time frame with the bull flag, so now we have jump back into the Bullflag. But when we are looking here at the stochastic RSI and also on the EMA ribbons, so there we see the EMA ribbons looking weak to me like this. So we need to see here a massive bound move to the upside, even out of the Bullflag, so that we would change trajectory of the EMA ribbons. How likely that is, we will see that in the next coming hours. And of course, most of the altcoins will move along with that. So, but as it is right now, the yellow string is holding the Bitcoin price hostile and here to the downside. And when we, if we cannot manage to break above that, then I also expect that this 1 hourly candle will close in 48 minutes under the Bullflag with further downwards movement also on the much lower time frames. So which is in alignment with the 4 hourly time frame and with the daily, what I expect over the next coming days here to happen for the Bitcoin price. So also here on the 1 hourly time frame, if I would look for an entry for a short position, I would take here my marked level, because we bounced now also multiple times off that level. But if we manage to close a 1 hourly candle below that level, that would be a good short entry. And I would take this with a scalp. I would take it most likely first here. So there would be my first take profit point. And then beneath that, kind of like here, would be my second take profit point, TP1. So here you have your first take profit point, and here you have the second one. That's what I would be looking at. So, and then we have here our entry. So, and my stop loss would be sitting just here. So there I would have my stop loss. So you see it's a really tight stop loss for that specific trade. So, but you can also see that the risk to reward ratio would be quite good here from the entry. If we go all the way down, yeah, so it's a 1.5 more or less. So, and when we go then, oops, and we go then from the entry to the stop loss, let's see what we see there. Yeah, so that's more or less a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So, and that would be a trade that I would be willing to take. But of course, the price action has to come back to the entry level. Like I said, a 1 hourly close below that $16,780 level would be for me my entry point, with like I said, the first take profit point and the second take profit point at these specific levels. Guys, don't forget, if you want to long and short, you can do that over on a BYBIT. There you still get $30,000 in free bonuses with my specific link here, and also on Bitget $20,000 with my specific link here. And you would of course also support the channel. I have a big team behind the channel. They also need to get paid. So if you want to support the channel and you are trading anyways, it would be amazing if you can use these links. Guys, that's it already for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, smash up the subscribe button, no, the like button, and also activate the notification bell. And I'll see you then again in the next one.